off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Walker to start the drive. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
When the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
To throw, it's Murray. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running right, here's Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First and 10, it's Willis. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number 6, absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game snap.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 160 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Play action. Now it's Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. His throw incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, he'll run to the challenge.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. First and 10, Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Willis out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the gun, here's Willis. And it's caught. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 27, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half. You know, I think that's the way they'll go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. In motion, Hill. Willis now off play action. And going deep for Hill. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Murray off play action. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
From the 44, Willis. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 3rd down, it's Willis. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Fielded at the 33. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Play fake. Murray. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way home for a Broncos score. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Okay, break. Grab 50, grab 50.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Willis, 4th down here. And It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Come on. That's one. Hey.
Murray going to throw. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Trey McBride, 46 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion, Hill. To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. Over the middle, complete. That's Russell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. As the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On the handoff, this is Walker. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Willis. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Broncos take over first down at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On play action, it's Murray. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 201 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Murray throw out wide to Walker. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Willis. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Broncos force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get free.
Not one that I've ever met.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw is Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Walker with another carry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Trying the left side with Walker, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter.
We're back now in KC. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's Mims. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Denzel Mims, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go, man.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And Walker has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
231 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Murray. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. In motion, Hill.
Play action, Willis.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Willis now off of play action.
He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Now a run with Walker. We're down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Murray. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion, Hill.
Willis to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Russell.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now Willis.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing, Willis.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Murray to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense